Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tamara and this is my video on baby winter essentials. Winter here is just kicking off. I mean, I know technically it's fall, but the temperatures have finally started to drop now. And like last night was our coldest night. It dropped below, I think it was like 22 degrees last night. It was freezing outside, so we had our heat pretty up high because our bedrooms are cooler than the rest of our house. I've been trying to figure out like what works for us for the winter time for the baby so he's not cold at night. And this is what I have found so far that works best for us. Might not work for everyone, especially depending on what climate you live in. But first thing is a car seat cover. I don't have one in my hand right now because it's on the car seat, but I'll show a picture of it for you all, or a short video of it. But I found mine on Amazon and it's great. It's like a plush material on the inside, and then the outside is just normal cloth. And it has like butt snaps in the front so you can open it up and still see the baby, or you can peek in and see the baby, or flip it up, you know, obviously to see the baby. Like, we keep it down like when we're outside, obviously, and then if we go in the store, we'll open it up or you unsnap it so he can like have air and he can see if he wants to. But if he's sleeping, like, you can still keep it a little closed. But it's great in the winter time. It seems to keep him warm, and it stops people from trying to touch him. And that's why we always keep the car seat cover at least on the car seat for when we do want to cover him up. And he is going to be 4 months old soon, if he hasn't already by the time I post this video, because we're getting close to him being 4 months old. Yeah, so definitely a car seat cover. That was one of the first things I knew I wanted to get when he was born, even though he was born in July when it was hot, but it was still able to like cover him up when we wanted to, because usually stores have like their AC blasting, so I mean he's not gonna overheat in a store. And so the second thing are any kinds of blankets, preferably for us receiving blankets, because that's all we have right now, are receiving blankets. And I have about 8 of these, I think, and I use them for everything. I use him when he's on the floor doing his tummy time or laying on his back. And when we go out, if it's really cold, you can stick it on him in the car seat. Like, I just tuck it on his legs, and his arms and stuff are out, so he can't like move it, you know, really. And so they're very helpful for that if you're trying to keep him warm. Or if you don't have a car seat cover, you can put this over your car seat too, to shield him from the cold or the sun. And when he takes his naps and I'm awake in the room with him, like, because usually he'll take his nap in the living room where I am, and you could put it on him then. Or if it's a very newborn and you're having him in the winter, you can swaddle him in this. That's what we did. We didn't swaddle him very much because obviously it was July, it was hot, but you can swaddle your baby in the winter just fine, and he'll be good to go. But obviously my baby's too big to be swaddled now, so we can't swaddle him, and he likes to kick a lot. And you can just use it if you're holding him and you want to bundle him up while you're holding your baby. Just maybe if you don't have him fully dressed that day, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I just want to put like a onesie on him, you know, and so his legs or feet are out, you know, and just bundle him up real quick, you know. And then the next thing is sleep and play pajamas I know everybody has these, you know, with the feet. But the thing about these ones, I got these ones from Target, and they have this little part that folds over their hands. So when they're sleeping, you know, their hands are covered so they're not cold at night. And this one is a 3 to 6 month. So I would recommend looking for pajamas that have this, because it's a lifesaver. Because I feel bad like when I wake up in the middle of the night to feed him, since he's breastfed and his hands are cold, because I don't want his hands to be cold. Because if babies are uncomfortable, like if they're cold or hot, they're going to wake up. The only thing I don't like about this kind that I got is they're very thin. But they work with the next thing I'm going to show you, which is a sleep sack. I got this one, I believe, I got this one off of, well, I got one off of Walmart.com, and then I got another one off of Amazon, because the first one on Walmart was on sale, so I ordered it, and then I was like, oh, this is great, I need to order a second one, but it wasn't on sale anymore on Walmart.com, but I found it on Amazon on sale. And so I got a second one. So I have 2 of these. The other one's in the wash. But these are lifesavers in the winter. And I really didn't care what the print was or anything on it, because who sees them? They're sleeping. But it worked out. This is a cute one with Dumbo on it. And this one is for 6 to 12 months. It's the size medium. So it's for 14 pounds to 22 pounds. But I got this for my baby before he was 14 pounds. Right now he's over 14 pounds. I think when I got it he was like 12 pounds. But it still works. Works great. As long as your baby isn't tiny like a newborn, he'll fit this medium. Otherwise I'd recommend a small, but a small he'll grow out of it really fast. Unless you're having him in the winter time, then the small would work. Because I think the small is like 0 to 5 months. And yeah, I wanted him to be able to wear this all winter. And you know, with this, the winter is just now getting here, so he's going to be like 8 months or so by the time winter ends. But yeah, you just put pajamas under it, and then it has a zipper in the front, and this one is zips from the bottom to the top. And you just stick them in there, and then it has holes for his arms, obviously. So you are going to want to have, you know, long sleeves under it. So before it started getting really cold here, I would stick him in this with just a long sleeve onesie on that didn't have any legs to it, and he was comfortable. But now that it's cold, I've been putting whole pajamas on him in this, and he loves it because he can kick around and it still stays on him, so he's not kicking it off at night. And you know, babies aren't supposed to sleep with blankets on them, you know, so that's another thing. And this is a nice soft fleece, and I've washed it probably 10-12 times already now, because he's been wearing it for like the last month or so, and it still looks great. And it's really long, but it's not like too long where it looks uncomfortable and you can't like pick them up or carry them around with it on. You still can. So I definitely recommend getting like 1 or 2 of these depending on how often you wash. I let him wear this twice, and then I wash it. And then the next thing are fleece pajamas. Love these. I only have one right now, but I might get another one. I'm not sure, because I'm not sure if he likes this. Like, I've put him in it a couple of times, and those nights he actually woke up more, and I think it was because he wasn't in a sack or anything, and he got used to sleeping in the sleep sack. And this one, you know, his legs are all out because he doesn't need the sleep sack, since that would be very hot if he had fleece on fleece. But I like this. I got this one from Carter's for $8. They're still on sale for $8. They probably will be like all winter because they want to get rid of them. But I wish this had little hand covers, but they don't. That's the only downfall about it. So what I do, I put the little newborn mittens that you can buy, I put those on his hands, and they stay all night because he's not moving his hands obviously a lot at night. So they stay on him all night, and they help keep his hands warm. Or you can just put baby socks on their hands too, and that would work great. So either one to cover their hands. I wish they made like some specifically for bedtime when it's cold, you know, for them to put on their hands to sleep with. Because I guess they don't think about, oh, maybe their hands are going to be cold at night. And then the last thing is actually another sleep sack, but it has the arms. So it's just like this, but it's a sack at the bottom. I don't have that to show you because it's in the wash right now, but he loves that one too. And for that one, I put a short sleeve onesie under it. I mean, you could probably go without, but I just like the second layer on him. And sometimes I may even put socks on him with that on. But it'd definitely be too warm to put long sleeve onesie under it, since it already has sleeves. And they are so helpful. And then the next thing is the Nosefrida. I haven't used it yet. It's still in the box. But, you know, it's starting to get cold. So I'm going to guess he's going to have runny noses and stuff coming up. And this will be great to help clear his nose. Because he's already starting to like randomly sneeze. And so it's coming. I'm sure it's going to come where he's going to need his nose cleared. So I have this for the winter, ready to go. Since everybody like raves so much about this Nosefrida, so I bought one. And then the next thing that I have been using for the last like week or so is a space heater. Since I said like our house, the bedrooms are pretty cold. So when it's time for him to take his bath, I turn the space heater on in his room. And so he doesn't get cold when it's like, so I give him a bath and then bring him in his room. So put his clothes on and you know, before the clothes I put his lotion and his diaper and all that on. And I don't want him to be cold, so I turn the space heater on. And obviously you're not supposed to leave it unattended, but I do leave it unattended for the 5 or 10 minutes that I'm giving him a bath in the bathroom, because the bathroom is right next to his room and there's nothing in front of it. And actually I'll show you what's the space heater I have. It's just this little space heater. And it has a high and low setting and a fan on it. And I just put it on the low setting and it warms his room right up, like in less than 5 minutes it's warm in here. And it's a lifesaver. This one's made by Holmes. Actually I have the box. It's good for like a bedroom size. Nothing bigger than a bedroom. Otherwise, like, yeah, you're not going to feel much heat from it because it's going to disappear quickly in a big room. But it's great for a bedroom if you want, like, his bedroom to be toasty. Or even the bathroom. Like, if your bathroom isn't warm, you can stick it in your bathroom while you're giving the baby a bath to warm up the bathroom so they're not cold in the bathroom. But I give a pretty quick bath, so he doesn't seem to be cold when I give him a bath. But I want to make sure he's cold out or warm when he's outside of the bath. And the last thing that I know is very controversial with people is a wipe warmer. I wasn't a fan of the wipe warmer at first. Like I was like, I put it on my registry, but I didn't. I wasn't worried if I didn't get it or not. Like, I was like, if somebody gets it for me, somebody gets it for me. If they don't, it's fine. We won't need one or whatever. But my husband was like, let's get a wipe warmer. And I was like, okay, fine. It was under $15, so we got one of the, I think it's a Munchkin wipe warmer. I'll show a picture of that too, I'm sure. And it's great, like, since I said his bedroom is cold, and that's why I changed his diapers. The wipes are really cold in this room. So they're in the wipe warmer. So if I have to get up in the middle of the night and change him, like he's not waking up like, holy crap, this is really cold in my butt, you know. He doesn't even flinch or anything like when I change him with the warm wipes. And people are like, well, he's gonna not like it when you don't have it warm and you try to change him. I haven't seen a difference. He's fine if you're not having the wipe warmer like around till when it's time to change him, like if you're out of the house. But we don't go out of the house very much, so most of the time he is using the warm wipes. And yeah, so I don't know why people really hate it. So like if you're on a budget, don't waste your money on one. But if you have the money or somebody gave you some gift cards or something, I say go for it. Go for it. It's useful. But the thing is, I know if you plan to not just change them in one location, then yeah, don't get one. Don't get one. No point in getting one. But anyways, that is all of my winter baby essentials that I can think of right now. Who knows? I might have another video about this at the end of winter, because I'm sure maybe some other things have come up that were a must for winter babies. Well, thanks for watching, and that'd be great if you liked or commented on this video and tell me your thoughts. And please subscribe if you liked the content you see. Have a good day or night. Bye.